What is going on, everybody? Vive le Canadien! Let's go!
Yeah, go Habs.
Overtime win from last night, guys. I couldn't sleep all night because of it. Woke up the entire house. And if you're not happy for me, well, I can't do nothing about that. So, welcome to Friday Night Live. We are 3 men in the basement. And we unfortunately, Otto has started his world tour, as he typically does during the summers. He's drunk on a plane. Hopefully they don't have to make an emergency stop and kick him off. It'll be one of those videos that comes out because they wouldn't serve him anymore or something. Drunkest guy on the plane. So, hey, we're happy to be here. And, I'm driving the ship right here, but still producing. We got Dave in the cave. Say, what's up, brother?
Oh, what's up, party people? Let's go. It's been a while. I am ready to do this. Let's go.
All right, and if Otto is the drunkest guy on the plane, the drunkest guy on the show, the brother. Let's say what's up to everybody.
Hey, how's it going? I'm more happier for myself than you about the Canadians, okay?
Oh, yeah,
I'm happy for you, but I'm happier for myself, yeah.
Why? Well,
how's it going, guys? Thanks a lot for having me on again. This is a nice treat to be with the other Dave, or the original Dave. Yeah, maybe by the end of the show, we'll really know which one's the variant, which one's the real Dave.
I'll take the 1 in 10 variant. That's fine. do the high ratio.
Worth a little more. Dave likes that. Dave likes that high ratio. So, yeah. So we got the variant, aka the brother. Love it. So we got a bunch of stuff to do tonight, guys. We got some pickups. We got a new segment. We're gonna talk about what we're reading or what you should be reading, or if you, what I call it out, read it or leave it. So. And we got some news. So just a couple things. I mean, we're not really a show that does breaking news or anything like that, but there was a couple things that caught my eye that I wanted to talk about and kind of get the chat's opinion about it and get my fellow panelists. So first, how about we do a shout out to the chat? Variant Dave, I think you should do it. You're
holy cow.
no pressure.
Where do I see that?
I'm gonna take a drink.
No, and absolutely no warning whatsoever. That's how we do.
YouTube or
you can look at either.
Okay, here we go.
Works.
We got StreamYard in the house.
Yeah.
Something Wong, Wookie Fodder 80. Hey, there's Dave in the cave.
That's me.
Chinmo's in the house.
It's Chinmo.
We got, what is this? Shortbox Bernie.
Who's that guy?
We got 3 men in the basement. That's Otto. We already saw him drunk on the plane. Michael P.
What's up, Mike?
How's it going, Michael? And Otto's definitely got a lot of time on his hands because I see post after post from these guys.
Yeah, it's trapped on the plane.
Roger Levesque, I see you in the chat.
That's me.
Dave collects, yeah.
Oh, we got another Dave.
Johnny Rosado, good guy.
What's up,
hey, Johnny? What's up, dude?
How's it going, Johnny? Spidey's powdered tumblers. Jose, how you doing, buddy?
Hey.
How's Susie doing, brother?
Hola. Yeah, where's Susie?
Everybody wants to know about
Susie's
Susie.
on the chat.
Susie's a smart one out of the two.
Emerald Knight.
What's up, Chris?
He's in here.
Wookie Fodder 80's in the house.
Nick Goltra.
Thomas Caps.
Paul PC 1974. I see. Tabber 17.
Rob Snyder.
Got a lot of new faces here.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't see their faces.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of new names.
That's one of the powers I have as a variant. I could see
these singdings. Did you say that?
No.
Pressing books and watching 3 men. No one is having a better Friday night than me. You are absolutely correct, brother. God bless.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. Paul PC 1974. All right, you guys know how it works. If we missed you, keep chopping it up in the chat. We'll find out if you got any questions. If you have anything to add, I'm sure we'll catch it and highlight it. Don't take it. Nick Goltra in the house. Don't take it personal if we didn't shout you out. We just missed it. Tabry 17. That's another new name.
Yeah, we got some newbies in the building. I like it.
All right. So this is great, guys. We couple weeks since we've done a live show. I think the last one we did was Everett's birthday, right? That was extremely long night. So So the first we want to do is we're talking. We said Everett's not here, so Everett's on his way to Alaska, and he's on vacation with his family. But the reason he timed it the way he did was for the Valley Minicon that's happening in Wasilla, Alaska, and this is actually being run and produced, and I guess everything done by our friends from Aegis Comic Alaska. So Lou and Amy are putting this thing together. They got a lot of great artists. So Ben Harvey was there. And now 3 Men in a Basement are represented there. Everett's selling some mystery boxes. We're gonna have a table. I'm assuming he's gonna do some live stuff. If not, at least he's gonna do some recordings and put out one of his videos. But we wanted to help out those guys at Aegis. They made a little video about the con and the place that it's happening. So if you guys are on the fence, if anybody lives out that way or had some time, and it is Saturday and Sunday, so I'm going to play this video. It's like 3 minutes long. It's going to give you an idea of the venue and what to expect.
Ready? Get ready to take a picture when I jump, okay?
Okay, hold on.
I will get my drink on tonight. I'ma get loose, get wild. If you're not in the mood right now, honey, don't kill my vibe. I will get my drink on tonight. I'ma get loose, get wild. If you're not in the mood right now, honey, don't kill my vibe. I'm gonna party until I drop. When I begin, I don't know how to stop. I can party on till the morning comes, till the sun goes up. We don't stop, no.
All right.
Sweet.
Like I'm looking at that going, I want to go on vacation there. Like now I know, you know what I mean? Like
I love that it's literally the end of June and Amy's still got a sweatshirt on.
but I mean, like the opening picture. I mean, you see the mountains in the background. How freaking
crazy.
beautiful is that? Who doesn't want to go inside and look at comics?
That's awesome.
People
Looks like there was
live
a wedding about to go on too.
Yeah.
So
And,
that's crazy.
And it looks like they're going to a movie and doing some kart racing afterwards and all sorts of good stuff. I'm definitely jealous that we don't get to be there. We'll be well represented by Otto. As you can see, his face was in that picture a little longer, I think, than they anticipated. But what do we got? Who we got to talk to up our budget?
If he ever gets there.
If he ever gets there, right?
Yeah.
Who we got to do to up our budget to get a drone to take video like that? What the hell?
Lou likes the tech toys. That's for sure.
Yeah, what the hell are we doing wrong, man? Jesus.
I would have crashed that thing into a wall within like 5 seconds, no doubt.
Or into the water, you know. Like.
Oh God, no! Brutal.
All right, so that's the Minicon. If anybody was thinking about something to do this weekend and wanted to get on a plane and fly, or if you happen to be near the area and didn't even know what was going on,
now you know.
You'll check it out, right? For sure. So jealous. I'd love to be there. So all right, so we got some recent pickups. Dave, you got some stuff you want to show? How about Dave? You got some stuff too?
Which one?
I got one. Yeah, I got one big book I got the other day.
You got one big book. All right. Do we want to start with the brother? Let's start with the guest host.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Variant Dave.
Let's hold on one second. Let's go
highlight that guy.
Highlight that guy.
All right. So this is, I mean, other than my weekly pickups, which is nothing special. But I did get this book, which is
highlight this guy, man.
Okay.
Never gets old.
It doesn't. It does not.
So this is a book I got from Shortbox app.
Oh,
really?
Oh,
very nice.
That beautiful. Very cool.
That just came in.
Yeah, it looks real nice. Yeah, it came in a couple days ago.
Bright yellow. That's awesome.
I know that thing is
That's number 11, right, Dave?
That's it's 12.
12. Gotcha.
Yeah, 11 is I think the second Doc Ock.
Yep.
So
that's awesome. Great book.
Yeah.
That's pretty much my budget for the week. So sorry, I don't have anything else. But that was nice. I was, for a 3.5, looks real nice, and I got a decent deal. That Shortbox app was pretty good. I think you did that, Roger, once, didn't you? Just lowball somebody, and they're like, okay, I don't know.
Not a Shortbox, but yeah. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask, right? I mean, some people will just come. They'll try to go down $5 and they'll say no, and some people will go down.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's cool that they have that option in there that you can make that offer.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
All right, Dave, what do you got, man? Let's see what you got.
Stuff. Yeah, it's been a bit. I mean, I haven't even shown off my stuff from the 3 Men in a Basement comic swap.
Let's go. Let's see what you got.
A couple weeks ago. So we got these from George Deep. I don't know if you guys showed these off, but Michael Turner, Legacy actually signed it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Vamp Digital, again, he signed it for us. Super dope. And then The Art of George Deep. Hold on, let me kill the glare so you guys can actually see. There we go. Another signed one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he was very generous.
Ooh, we got this from our friends up north.
Yeah, Aegis, Amy and Lou,
Alaska. Lou and Amy, thank you. So those are the freebies. Everybody loves a freebie.
Oh, absolutely, especially when they're those.
Yeah, and then I got this. Oh, baby. Shout out Spine Ticks, Michael Raphael for selling me this gem. Really stoked about it. Love it. Definitely going on the CGC submission pile for sure. When those books are going in, I have no idea, but in any event. And then I got 2 slabs here. So Amazing Spider-Man number 18, number 18, J. Scott Campbell banger. I love this book.
Oh, that's awesome.
Finally got it. It's awesome. 9/8, the Decomixado edition, which swipes right from I think it's Danger Girl. I think it's a Danger Girl cover. Yeah. Julia Rothschild, love it. Really happy to have it. And then
you bought that at the show too?
I bought that at the show, so it was a package. It was a package deal. So I got 2 slabs, and I got this little nugget right here.
Killing me.
Amazing Spider-Man number 300. This is actually the Niagara Falls, Canada edition. So I got 2 Habs fans on the panel. Figured it was a good time to break this out.
Is that the only ASM 300 cover that doesn't have Spider-Man on it?
Yeah,
flying through the circle. I mean,
it's kind of in there somewhere.
Let's just call it the logo.
Yeah, the logo. But yeah, I mean, you can see it's one of those not for resale books. So it was like a promotional something or other. Yeah, happy to have it. I've been after this book for a while.
I was going to ask because you knew about that book because
yeah,
I had no idea.
It's really hard to find, and the fact that somebody had it at the comic shop.
You remember what vendor had it?
Comics and Coffee.
Yeah.
The guy, the show you guys go to.
The guys in Meriden. Yeah, the Meriden.
Adam and James.
Yeah, you guys had to see me. I'm sitting there going through the slabs. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to buy anything. Boom, the J. Scott Campbell, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right. So I pulled that one out, and the 300 was right behind it. I'm like, oh my god, I got to get both of them. So I made a package deal offer. He countered me, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. I would have paid him full price, but I had to at least throw him a number.
Yeah, those guys are good, man. They work.
No, they were awesome. They were awesome. But yeah, I mean that's all I got. So there you go.
All right.
We got Raj.
So I got some stuff because it was a busy week for me because I had normal stuff, and then I had 2 boxes of 2 deliveries of pre-orders show up, which I forgot I pre-ordered. Nice. You know, PSA. If you pre-order books, write yourself a note because I'm buying recently, when these books get released, I'm buying variants of Venom and stuff, and then this pre-order came in and I got every cover. I forgot I even pre-ordered these damn things. So I pre-ordered them, forgot that I pre-ordered them, and then saw the covers. Go, ooh, I want that cover. Yeah, no shit, you pre-ordered it a month ago, dude. So write yourself a note, put it somewhere so you know, because I am not smart enough to do that. So I have multiple copies of many of these books.
Nice.
So we'll start off with.
Hold on one second.
Highlight this guy, man. So I got, and I love these covers. I'm going to show them all. So they're all the Spawn Universe ones.
Oh, nice.
So the first few of them are McFarlane. I don't remember all the characters' names at this point because they don't put them on the cover. They all have different. This one is probably my favorite. That's a McFarlane, dude.
No, that's a J. Scott Campbell. He did 4 of those covers.
Yeah, but it says McFarlane right on the cover.
Does it? Maybe it's after McFarlane. I don't know. That's badass.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Wow. Yeah.
So the next ones after this are all J. Scott Campbell.
Ah, there you go.
Western, Spawn.
Gunslinger.
Yeah, Gunslinger. Medieval, I think it is.
Wild.
Killed him. And then, I don't know what they call her. She-Spawn?
Yeah. Yep. That's crazy. Those are awesome.
Yeah, these are definitely badass covers. I don't know if there's any significance to them, but anytime someone like McFarlane kicks off an event and he has all those different covers, I figure it's a good idea to pick them up.
Hey, might as well. I mean, you never know what's going to come from it. So,
all right. So, I definitely pre-ordered that. I didn't realize I pre-ordered it. It came in this week.
Oh, nice. Second printing, right?
Yeah. No, this is the third printing. The second printing is red.
Oh, that's right. Red, white, and blue.
And it just came in. I mean, that thing came out like a month ago.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when the problem is when I pre-order some of these, they don't send the shipment until all the pre-orders are released. So if something released 3 months ago, but then something released last week, they hold them all until the last one releases, and then they mail them to me. So, yeah, some of these books are a little older. I think this one is Avengers Curse of the Man-Thing. I love the, the variant. I just love the way the cover looked. I'm not reading this or anything, but
Nice.
It's the same artist. The
Patrick Gleason.
Yeah, Gleason. I'm drawing a blank on it.
My man is going to the well.
Yeah, well,
he is going to the well. But
and they're asking him to.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. They're asking him to do it. So
I
hope he. That is crazy. Crazy. Wow. That's insane.
So this is another thing. I got a whole shitload of the Venom covers, and then I picked one up at the LCS, and then I was like, "Oh, this is a cool cover on another website." And next thing you know, I got multiples. I think I got like 4 copies of these.
Oh, yeah, nice.
This is pretty cool.
Garcine? I think Garcine did that.
But I just remember I thought it was cool because it's all it's one of those books where it's made with a bunch of different pictures. It's all Venom.
Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 700 has the same thing. There's a Thor book that does it too. I just forget the artist.
Why do I have 2?
Just in case you got to read it twice, right?
In case you want to read it more than once.
Oh, there you go. See, I'm out of practice.
Yeah, right. This is another Venom cover. All the Venoms came in too. So, like I said, when they came in, these came in. I think today. That's when I realized, oh shit, I already bought all these again. Not all of them, but
coming to an auction near you.
I definitely bought multiples of these.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's really cool. Almost has a Spawn look to it.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And then I had one of the websites just contact me and say that their shipment of the Jock variants were all damaged. So they were giving their customers an opportunity to either ask for a refund or wait for the returns, and they ship all the books out. So I was like, that was today. I was like, just refund my money. I'm like, I'm not even sure. They didn't even send me a picture. I'm like, I don't even remember which one that is. Well, this was it. And if I waited for theirs, it would have been my 3rd copy. So I got this one in the mail this week from another store, and then I found one at the LCS. So
that's badass.
Yeah, it is badass. The Virgin ones are going for like $500.
Is it a ratio though? It's probably a ratio.
Yeah, it's a 500. 1 to 500. And then I definitely did not buy multiples of this one. Cyan? I don't know how to say his name.
Oh, Mikusuyan.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
I never even saw that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
That is badass.
That's badass. Holy damn.
So I think it was Big Time Collectibles maybe is where I bought all these Venom variants.
That's crazy. I never saw that one before.
So I'm glad I pre-ordered, even though I have multiples. I never would have got this one because it was like a set. If you got all of them, it was one price.
That's correct. I would send that in for grading just because that's a badass cover.
I'm getting ready to send in a shipment to Michael Raphael. So
nice. Back to Shupoli. What's up, dude?
3 different covers of Static #1.
Static it up.
That's
cool right, that one's a cool one.
Reminds me of the Livewire cover. Static Season 1. I have not read it. I don't know anything about it yet. I plan on reading it. I have a pretty big stack of backlog. Well, it's not
I can relate.
Not as far back as you did. I'm talking about a
especially if you're buying 4 or 5 copies of the same issue.
Yeah, well, I don't have to read them all. I can just read the. And I love my Yara.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah. And then you got the minimal.
Ooh. Very nice. In-Hyuk Lee on cover art. That looks like In-Hyuk. I'm not even going to try it again. You know what I meant.
Yeah, but I don't think it is.
No? Oh.
No, actually, there's paper right here. Kendrick Lim.
Oh, there we go. In the Art Germ family. That works. Hey, shout out
Pretty
Art Germ.
badass.
That is badass.
I've only read one. So far, I'm digging the story. How much I enjoyed the Wonder Woman stories in Future State. So I'm hoping it continues. And then
the neighbor in the building. The neighbor.
I don't remember. Hey, Rick.
The neighbor's in the building.
The neighbor 2,000 miles away now. I bought this thing. This is a funny story. I made this mistake. So I was looking for the second print of the Spider-Man Gleason. And at the time, because of the black and white, the red one was selling out like crazy. And I went to one website, sold out. So I went to a website, and it was like $60. I'm like, these MFers are gouging because they know what they're going for. I'm like, but I really want this. I'm like, I don't have time. So it's going to go for, I'm expecting it to blow up like the black one. I'm not waiting for eBay prices and all that stuff. So I pay it. I'm like, I'm just going to pay it, whatever. You know, maybe I'll never buy from them again, or maybe I'll go on a rant about them. All right. Well, when it came in, I realized why it was so much more. I bought a 9.8.
Holy cow.
So I must have missed the part that it was a guaranteed 9.8. So this came in today. Yeah. So that
boom. You got to give him one of these.
And then we're gonna do a buy it now, right? This for 125 ship.
Oh, hey now, we just went on a ride.
all right. So so they did not price gouge me, and this is pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if there's any worth to it. I think they ended up flooding the market with them, and prices came down. But what's funny is I ended up with like 4 copies of the red one, and when we were at the swap, 3 Men in a Basement swap, my daughter was watching all my books for me. So then she's like, I'm gonna go eat and I'm gonna walk around. She walks around, she's like, Dad, I bought a comic. You did? I only paid $5 for it. I'm like, what was it? She pulls out the red and black Spider-Man. I'm like, honey, don't go buying comics from anybody until you ask me. She's like, why? You don't have this. And I went to my short box. I pulled out 2 of them.
You like, you mean these? Bang. I need the Virgin. I need the Virgin on the red. That's the only one that I'm missing.
I don't know. Are those expensive?
Yeah, they're up there.
I mean, raw. Can you get them at a decent price?
Probably. I mean, I honestly haven't looked because I mean I was after the 1 in 50, the white one that I got.
The white one.
Yeah. So, 1 in 50 second printing. This bad boy. So now I mean I don't think it's going to be as pricey as this one is, but we'll see. I'm not worried.
Sorry, Rick. 1,400 miles away.
There you go. Oh, he threw a question out there too.
What book are you going to treat yourself? If all your recent sales posts. Okay, so if anybody knows, on my Instagram post, I just posted 14 books for sale. A couple, good sized ones. We got an ASM 300 at a 6.5. I got a 9.8 Wolverine #1. I've got no movement on them. Like nobody's interested. I sold 1 book, the New Ages of Atlas, cover A. Sold. Someone made me an offer. Nobody's even made me an offer. So this weekend, I'm going to. I'm just gonna put them on eBay. I don't have time to wait around them. But Rick, to answer your question, I've already treated myself to a book. I need the money from these books to pay off my credit card. So from the last shows of everybody had seen, I bought back my Amazing Spider-Man 252 at a 9.8. I put it back in my collection because I never should have sold it. And so now I need to sell these books to pay off that credit card before Terrificon comes.
Boom.
So that's the answer to that.
It's coming up quick.
Nice. Yeah. I agree with that. I don't know what it is about. Some people could sell books on Instagram like it's nuts. I mean, I use the hashtag comics for sale. I don't know if it's a trust factor. Some of the people that buy on there, if they don't know you, I don't know what it is, but some of those books are good. I would think I would at least get a couple messages with offers, But
you would think.
I think I'm probably gonna end up raffling off the Amazing Spider-Man 300, and then put the rest of them on eBay.
Might as well, right? Short box too. Short box is usually pretty good, or it's been good. It's been good to me. So I won't.
Sold on there?
Yeah, I've sold a couple books on there.
Yeah,
it's pretty. It's seamless.
That's a good point. That's a good point, Wookie Fodder, because everybody on IG is like us. We wanted 10% of its value.
There you go.
Well, that's why we buy raw, right? So yeah, I mean, you definitely don't get the reach that you get from eBay and Shortbox. And then, I was even toying around with trying out this new, what was this new app that everybody's using to auction off? Whatnot?
Yeah, there it is. I didn't even know what it was. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that
sounds
is.
good.
Is it just comics or what is?
Yeah, they sell.
It's
like a site to auction off comics. I guess I don't know if they do just sales like Shortbox or if it's live auctions. The way I understood it, it's auctions just like you have on YouTube, but it's through their app or something.
Hey, Mr. Lenny Cerna in the building. What's up, dude?
What's up? The man on the next live with the Cranky Canadian right there.
Oh, look at that. That was a strategic click on my part.
Woo! Yeah. Look at this.
Look at that guy.
We gotta work on a new logo for Dave. Get on that, would you? Let these guys design a new logo. All right. So next on the agenda, we have a couple of things in the news that caught my eye that I wanted to talk about. The first thing is this new venture by Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman. So if anybody hasn't heard of this, I know that the other day on Instagram, was it Stegman or Cates posted this picture?
Yeah, Stegman. Mm-hmm.
Stegman posted this picture on Instagram and said, all sorts of things in the works. So they've been teasing this collaboration all week, really, between they were on Twitter tweeting this stuff out. Kate Stegman, KLC Press. Nobody really knew what it was. Obviously everybody knew that they were doing something together. So I'm just going to kind of read the article about it real quick. So Donnie Cates and Stegman revealed over their Stegman and His Amazing Friends podcast, which is a pretty entertaining podcast if you have a chance to read. It's like an hour or so long. They say a lot more than what's in this article. They're starting a new comic imprint known as Kids Love Chains Press. And their first series is going to be called Vanish. And they're saying they're going to reveal more by August. And it's not part of the Spawn universe. But their influences listed, the books include Wildcat, Spawn, and Akira. Cates also joked that the villain of the book is similar to Null and thanked Marvel for letting them use the character. Cates added, "This is our 90s craze shit with a little hint of salt of My Chemical Romance emo nonsense." Stegman added, "Listen, this is going to be the coolest thing you've ever seen." Then they revealed some cover art, which we already showed you. So the cover art, which is the main character.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. So that's definitely the consensus that it looks like Codex. Then they revealed the team.
Combo Hulkbuster Batman.
Yeah, Hulkbuster Batman. I see Robin there. I see
Gambit
or Booster Gold.
I thought that was Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible.
Professor X standing up.
Yeah, man thing over there on the wire. I'm not sure, but I think I don't think I'm the only one who sees an awful lot of similarity in the characters that they have in this new book, new story, and existing characters. And he made a comment where someone said it looked like Codex, and he said, "Well, that's a compliment because he's the baddest character ever invented," and yada yada yada. And then they announced the name of it, which is going to be Vanish.
Trippy. I like it.
Yeah, trippy. He said, Case revealed the title sharing the same first letter as Venom was intentional on some level so that fans who flock to the V section of the comic book shop will soon be able to find Vanish. Ultimately, the naming worked out as Kate said the title had to be Vanish. So the new series is yet to have a publisher revealed, though Kate said due to a phone call yesterday, they're holding off on who that publisher will be. That's in part because the publisher may dictate how the book is enjoyed. Quote, "There's going to be really fun and interesting way to interact with the creation of this book as it happens that is unprecedented." I don't know what the hell that means. I mean, how do you interact with a book? I don't know. Do they turn it into a cart? I don't know. Like, how do you? I'm not quite sure.
Are they gonna put out feelers like, okay, what are we gonna do with this character? The next issue, what should we do with them? And do it through social media? I mean, is that what
we're going back to 90s foils covers, baby?
I bet you, I'm telling you.
I mean, that looked like a 90s book. I mean, that's what that looks
right.
Like.
That's what I mean.
When you watch this podcast, Donnie Cates is all about that 90s stuff. He absolutely has a man crush on McFarlane. And when he says this is all the 90s stuff, that's what he kept saying. It's going to be all that 90s goodness wrapped up into a great story that you miss from when you were younger. So We know what era he came into comic books in, right? We know what he loves. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they haven't done anything wrong, so I guess there's no reason to believe that this is going to fail. I mean, what do you guys think?
I don't think it will. I mean, Cates and Stegman got their own built-in following, and and I think in a lot of different ways that they can't go wrong. I mean, Cates is a fantastic writer. Stegman on his own is a fantastic artist. Donnie's just got to figure out how to finish the story. That's it. But I mean, again, he moves a lot of weight from from a book's perspective. So yeah, I mean, let's see where it goes. I mean, if we were talking backstage, feels like an Image book. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. I don't know. I don't necessarily know where else it goes. Maybe Kickstarter, maybe Indiegogo. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see. I'll pick up the number one. Why not?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you got to see what it's like, right?
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's it with Cates Stegman. I mean, they know they're going to sell at least the first issue. Everybody's going to buy the first issue to see what it is.
Yep.
And, yeah, I'm with you, Dave, with the Cates. I mean, some of the stuff like that crossover story, that book that started out great. I mean, it really had me, but by like the third issue, I was like,
yeah.
I mean, I didn't really care anymore. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I keep giving it a chance because you're hoping it's going to go somewhere. So
yeah, and it just, that was a disappointment.
I liked like the synopsis of it. I liked the lead up to it. I liked the first couple of issues, and I was just like, come on, like, get me over the hump. So
yeah, if you could have wrote the story in 4 issues, why are you dragging it out to 6?
Exactly. I would have took a miniseries. That's fine. 4 issues and done. Cool. Great.
So they did reveal like the first cover. This is what it's going to look like.
Premiere edition.
And then it looks like they have a couple of
notice it's not a number 1 though. Notice it doesn't say number 1
Premiere
on it.
edition.
Yeah, interesting.
Although they did say over and over this was going to be a ongoing story. So then they also have some variants. This is a Scotty Young variant. I mean,
Scotty Young.
That doesn't look like a Scotty Young variant, does it? That's pretty badass, though. When you think Scotty Young, that's definitely not something you think of.
Yeah.
So maybe it's giving him an opportunity to not draw something what people expect out of him.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then a Daniel Warren Johnson cover, and I think this is the best out of all of them. But it does have a Batman feel to it. Like if you look back at some of the Batmans around the 1000, like there were some black and white variants, and this art here looks very similar.
That dude in the background has got spider legs coming out of his back,
but he looks like Darkseid.
Yeah, he just needs the fucking what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that too. That too.
So I don't know what's the chat saying about it. Yeah, I mean, the last variant feels more like Hellboy.
Jeepers Creepers feel interesting.
Slasher for car, kids love chains. Nice. Look at that. Stop trusting Cates a long time ago.
Stegman still rocks.
I don't know. You think so, Chris? You think it's a one shot? I don't know.
One shot, huh? Straight to trade paperback.
Yeah. Vanish looks like if the Darkness and Captain Harlock came together, look-wise.
Interesting. All right.
So, I don't know. I mean, you'd like to think that it's going to be successful. I think everybody thought the same thing about, like you brought up, brother, about crossover. And we are not going to talk about episode 3 of Loki because I did not see it yet. So,
you didn't see it? What the?
Well, some people are very busy. I'm a very busy guy,
Well, after the Canadians won, you probably were all pumped up. That would have been a good time to watch Loki.
Yeah. Well, some of us have to wake up.
You didn't go to bed. Come on, I couldn't sleep after that.
No, I went to bed, but I didn't sleep. I gave it a valiant effort. It's like when I was a kid staring at the ceiling.
The good old college try.
My early 20s. If I go to bed now, I'll get 4 hours of sleep.
If I go to bed now, I'll be late for work.
Yeah. So, yeah, Doug, don't worry about it, buddy. No Loki spoilers. You're not gonna get those. No Loki spoilers. So I hope it's good. I'm with you guys. I'm gonna at least try it out.
Yeah, I'll do a number 1. Why not?
and hope that the story goes, and hopefully for them it's successful. I mean, they're pretty pumped about it, but I guess what are they going to do? Come on a podcast and say, yeah, it's all right, you know? I mean,
Cates has got a lot in the pipe. I mean, he's got that. Apparently, he's writing. He's either written Hulk. He's apparently writing another Thanos story, which is, I mean, his first Thanos story was awesome. I mean, that's how you got Cosmic Ghost Rider. So, yeah, we'll
what's
see.
the Hulk? What's the
November? He's taking over writing the Hulk. And I think it's gonna be a new label.
That's gonna be new. Okay.
Starting over at one.
It's basically the Hulk artists and writers and Venom's artists writers basically just they just flip flopped. So
okay,
we'll see.
That should be fun.
I'm looking forward to that. I've never read the Hulk, so I'll pick that up and try it out.
Yeah, the Immortal Hulk. I've been reading. I went back and started reading from the beginning, and I mean the first 10 issues were really good. It got it's kind of a little weird now, but it was definitely kind of back to Hulk's roots of being more of a monster,
Yeah.
Well,
I've never read any of the Hulk, so I'll pick it up. I asked our LCS to put it aside for me, so I'm guessing he'll forget. So I'll have to make sure I buy one online before I go there. Again, I went there this week and he forgot a book. Art just laughs at him. So, all right. So one of the things that I know that Ever and I were big fans of. I don't know. Did you guys watch this at all? The Harley Quinn animated.
I wanted to. I always forgot it was on. So I have to jump back into it. I only saw the episode. Well, one of the episodes of Kite Man, which was amazing. Yeah. So,
Dave, you haven't watched this?
No, I have never watched.
This show is absolutely amazing. It's a animated series on, is it HBO Max or Netflix or something?
It's HBO Max.
All right.
Yeah, now it's HBO Max because it used to be.
It was on the DC.
Yeah, it was on the DC
thing, right? So for those of you who have not watched it, it's basically there's no holds barred. They can say or do whatever they want. Like, I mean, King Shark is just phenomenal in it. Like, he just all of a sudden will just rip somebody's head off. Like, they have some psychedelic episodes, but they just they cut people's heads off. They beat this shit. There's blood everywhere. What's his name? Jesus, the other character that looks like mud.
Oh, I know. Oh God,
Clayface. Yes, Clayface.
There it is.
And he's he wants to be an actor, so he's always playing these different parts and pissing everybody off. I mean, it's hysterical. So Kelly Kukos, who's Penny from Big Bang Theory, does the voice of Harley. Ivy and Harley, the interaction between them two, and Harley's like, I don't put. And then the first season with Harley battling the Legion of Doom to try and get in there, and then calling her a sidekick. Just the entire concept was they could do whatever they wanted with the show.
Yep.
Because it was just it's rated PG-13 or R, whatever. There's no, it's definitely not for kids. It's definitely aimed for adults.
Yeah.
To give you, this is something that happens in a show. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to see that, whether it's animated or not?
Tabris providing a little foreshadowing about what we're about to talk about. There it is.
So for those of you who didn't read about this, and I'm going to read about it before I show the clip. So DC removes a Zack Snyder cut of Batman with Catwoman. The article is basically calling all Snyder bronies. The artist vision, the artistic vision of Zack Snyder is under attack against DC Comics or Warner Brothers has once again besmirched Snyder's vision, filing a DMCA copyright complaint against Snyder and compelling Twitter to remove one of its images. The image in question showed Batman performing oral sex on Catwoman. Snyder's response to the controversy last week, where the world learned DC nixed the oral sex scene between the characters of Harley animated series, reportedly saying heroes don't do that. Snyder posted the image on June 17th with the caption "Canon," using his status as the mastermind behind the cinematic universe once known as the DCEU to refute DC's claims that Batman's prudishness. However, on the 24th image, the tweet was replaced with a message, "Media not displayed," and the image was removed. And they go on to talk about how the Snyder bronies need to step up again to get this shown like they did with the Snyder Cut on HBO. So basically what he tweeted was his concept art of what it was going to look like in this show.
Get after it, Batman.
Get after it, Batman. Look
after it, baby.
Her eyes are rolled in the back of her head. She's meowing and purring, and
Batman knows what time it is.
He knows what time it is.
Get after it. Look at that. Why are her pants still on? How about that? How about that? Yeah. I asked the tough questions here.
It doesn't matter. I'm sure you got in there.
Yep.
So I just this is nothing but hysterical to me. What do you guys think? I mean, he just puts cannon and he's got Batman going down on Catwoman. And it's just the art. Like, they were going to do this in the cartoon. Like, that is effing hysterical. Like, if you could do this and you could chop off people's heads and, King Shark, some of the shit he did, some of the stuff that they said that was definitely borderline, politically incorrect, I guess is the way of saying it.
Benny. He's about to get it there. Yes.
Yeah, that's a can of leather be gone. Patent leather be gone.
Oh, I gotta look this up, Taborus. Gail Simone has been running mad on Twitter for a week with this. She's hilarious. I gotta look that up.
So what is the chat thing? Like, do you think that they're being petty by not allowing this to happen, or do you think Snyder stepped over the line? I'd be interested to hear what you guys think.
Listen, I mean,
I think it overstepped the line. I'm an old comic book reader, and there's certain things you just don't do to certain characters. That's what you got the bad boys for. Let them do that. Back in the day when Batman was being written, he had this little boy he was watching, was his ward, dressed in underwear as his sidekick. Boy. And Robin. So nobody thought anything of it because it was innocent. Nobody, imagine if they did that now, social media would go crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
But because it's, to me, again, I've been reading comics forever. So to me, certain characters should be respected a little bit more. There's an innocence to some of these things, and I don't know, certain characters should keep the innocence. But again, I'm an old guy reading comics from when I was, 10 years old. So this stuff never even occurred to me back then.
So let me ask you this, Dave. Based on the fact, take away your feeling as far as if what they do on Harley should be allowed at all. But taking the fact that they've already done similar things to this, does that change how you feel about it? Like, forget that you think Batman should be remain innocent because that's the way he was written. This isn't the type of thing that should happen in comic books. And know that they made a series that's a little adult-oriented where they already have Harley and Poison Ivy in bed together and all this other stuff happening.
Those are like secondary characters.
So it's okay if those two are munching each other, but
I don't even know. What am I missing in the chat here?
No, that's what I said.
Munching each other. That's amazing. Oh God! Oh, the neighbor chiming in. I'm not even highlighting that one.
I was about to, and then I realized what he said.
I'm not highlighting that one.
Anyway, really, it's not that. To me, it's not anything that I'm getting. Yeah, that I get upset about, but I don't know. It just doesn't.
So he writes,
doesn't do anything for me.
The article said that they let them get away with a lot in the show, but they reined in some of the hero things because they have to sell them to kids, which is a legit point. You're right, and I get that, but the kids shouldn't be watching the show.
Not Harley Quinn.
I think you can separate the two, and I think that was one of the things when Harley came out. And people were like, "Well, the kids, my little daughter likes Harley. Your little daughter shouldn't be watching this animated series."
No,
and
I guess they got it. They got it in the right. I mean, they got it. They're at least it's in the right environment. It's not like in their.
They showed Batman's penis, and that was okay because it was a DC Black, and little kids aren't reading that. That's what I'm saying. You can have. I see what you're saying there, but you can have both.
Yeah, you can have. I'm letting my mind wander with that comment. So there you go. Hold on, let me highlight it again. There it is.
So I think that the fact that you can keep the story and Batman to his true how he was created in the comics the way he is, this is something completely different and not something that children are consuming. And if they are, that's on the parents right there.
Well, Harley and Ivy, kissing. I mean, that's just there's lesbian, gay stuff, and I mean, it's been mainstream. I mean, we're trying to not make it such a taboo thing anymore, so it's everywhere. So they're just kissing, just like if a male and a female were kissing.
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, in the show,
so that's not to me. That's not as
it.
risque. That's not as risque as Batman between Catwoman's legs. I mean, that's
right. But what I'm saying is,
that's another level.
They do more on the show than what this picture is showing. But I get it. I just think that you got to this point, and the show is successful as it is to this point, based on the chances you take with the killing and some of the, like I said, borderline impolitically correct with, you say that on the street, you get punched in the face kind of stuff. And then the females in bed together. Now you're drawing the line for a piece of concept art where a man and a female are enjoying each other. I mean, it's not nudity, right? I mean, if that's the concept, it's the innuendo at that point. Maybe he's, maybe he's just playing peekaboo.
Yeah, right. It's your dirty minds that brought you to whatever you think.
Who's a good kitty? Who's a good kitty?
I mean, Benny. I mean, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong.
Dave's in the bottom of the ocean.
I am in the bottom of the ocean.
That could be a lawsuit right there. Batman choking on a hairball.
Something wrong talking about hairballs. I mean, come on. Can keep those curly hairs to himself. It's a weird time where they're walking in the show. It's Google search away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it is. That's what I'm saying. So when you're walking that line, did he cross the line? I mean, who's to say what that line is when you're creating a show?
Yeah, but I think Warner Brother, they bring more attention to the stuff if they just put it in the show and let whoever enjoy it and that's it.
WB needs
them
to
trying to censor it makes it worse.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So that was my point of this is did they overstep a line here? Like you allowed them to have free reign and be on that on that fine line.
Yeah. No, you're right. No, yeah.
I was just reading this for Custodian Ken. What's up, Custodian Ken? Yeah, and I think the other thing is depending. I can only speculate that they weren't going to have Catwoman naked. I mean, there's shit on soap operas that are a hell of a lot more risque than Batman's face in her crotch. So true. I get that it's not comic books, but this show isn't comic books. It's a whole different level. It's more of like a DC black. There's a reason. Black. Yeah, there's a reason they came out with those books to make sure that parents knew that the kids shouldn't be reading them.
So what's the line? What would be the line in your eyes that would be crossed?
Nudity.
Like at what point? Nudity. But what if they're still doing it and there's no nudity? So as long as there's no nudity, they can be. So nudity is that's the only thing that you wouldn't do in just a superhero cartoon or certain characters. I mean,
no, I think in comics. I mean,
in general,
right? So
in general,
so Harley
showed up. Harley Quinn.
Harley showed up topless. That would be too much.
I think that would be a crossing the line. Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's an expectation. If you have a child who's watching this, who's a teenager, and you're like, all right, well, it's a cartoon, it's a little risky, but let's let them watch it. And all of a sudden, Harley's top falls off. Then I think that's crossing a line.
That makes sense.
Okay,
that's just my opinion, but
I'm with it. I get it.
Yeah. So I mean, I thought that was funny. I thought that the fact that he tweeted that canon with just concept art just stirred everything up, and
I love it. It's a power move too. It's a big power move. I love it.
Well, it's because of what he got from Justice League. He was able to.
Oh yeah.
That gave him a
He's got a stack of get out of jail free cards like this big. So
Yeah.
Well, like I said, the article goes on to talk about how his followers demanded them to release the Snyder Cut. Well, I mean, Snyder walked away from that movie, right? I mean, he had a family tragedy or something.
Yeah,
they kind of pushed him out.
I mean, Whedon said, "Well, I'm going to stay true to it," and then he, I think at one point in the article he said, "Next thing you know, you had Cyborg saying booyah," like, and like he didn't get the characters, I guess. So, anyways, I just thought that was funny. I think that, elongated man. DC is going, and we're totally going to see some freaking stuff with elongated man from the other room. Yeah,
there you go.
If they're in separate rooms, is it still sex? I don't know.
Interesting.
All right, so that's that. That's all we got to say about that.
Oh, we got to say about
Let's that. I gotta say it one more time.
Cannon. Boom.
Is that Catwoman or Batman?
I don't know. I think it's a mixture. All right, so we're gonna move on to something that I wanted to start doing on a regular basis, whether we're live or I do a pre-recorded, and it's gonna be called "Read It or Leave It."
Oh, look at that!
These cute little kids, huh?
Yeah,
I bet you they're not watching Harley Quinn.
That was great. So whoever, I love how you put that together. It was literally that picture. It was two kids reading next.
I had to set it up. I was thinking about that. I'm like, if I go with this picture and lead into the kids. So the concept behind this is I'm going to pick 3 books that I'm currently reading, and and based on those choices, because I'm reading more than 3 books a week, but we'll go back. I'm going to let you know if I think you should read it, pick it up and read it, or if you should leave it on the shelf, and if you already bought it, throw it in the garbage. That's why the picture's got him taking out the trash. He's and then I was hoping that as we kind of go through this, that my other panelists had maybe a story arc or something in the past that they've read that they would recommend to people, especially new collectors or people who are just starting to read. So I'm just going to start off. All right.
People are demanding it, Raj.
The other thing that I want with this is I want people to reach out on Instagram and give me some ideas on books to try, whether you set me up because you think it sucks or whatever. I don't really need a reason why you want me to try it, but I'll be willing to try a new story and then use it in this segment, and then I could shout out whoever told me to try it, and either blast you if it's trash or thank you if it's good.
There you go.
So I would, the best way to get me something you think I should be reading is through Instagram in the direct message me on Instagram, guys. That way I'll definitely get it. So I picked 3. I'm going to make sure that when I pick them, I've read at least 2 of them. I don't want to just read one and tell people. Benny, that's not a direct message on Instagram. You don't follow directions very well. Ian, that's not direct message on Instagram.
Watch for the starting line.
Yeah, they're waiting for the starting line.
Wait for the starting line.
All right. So the first one I'm going to go with is Eve.
Oh.
Okay, so I did not get these when they first came out, so I bought them. They just came in. I read 1 and 2 together. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I don't really know where the hell it's going at this point, but the lead up to it, the premise is Eve, she is in a state of basically a pod, almost like the Matrix, but she's dreaming and she thinks that she's in this place with her father. In the beginning of the book, her father says, don't be scared, I have to take you here, and she's released from this pod as like an 11-year-old girl, and all she's ever known was she was living in this fortress with her father. This bear hair is actually a robot, and her father made the robot to look like something she would remember from her childhood, so it wouldn't scare her. She basically wakes up to a world that's where all the ice caps have melted and everything's underwater. So she goes to the top of where she wakes up, and she's actually looking at like the Empire State Building, and half of it's underwater. So far, it's been cool. You have no idea what her purpose is, other than she has one, and it's her father who drove that, who's actually in a satellite station in outer space. I know it sounds a little far-fetched, but it all works. The concept of it, I think, is cool. The character Eve so far is, she's kind of a badass and a strong kid, and she's got this robot bear looking after her. They haven't gotten very far, and like I said, you don't really know exactly what her purpose is, other than that through her father, there's a big purpose, and that is repopulating the earth with vegetation. So I would pick it up. I would read it if I were you, and you're looking for something new to read based on the first two. I would pick it up and read it if I were you.
Nice.
Okay. Terminator Bear. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Put rat.
Terminator bear equals insta hit.
Does the bear pleasure her, Custodian Ken? Not yet, and she's 11, so there's the line.
There's a firm land in the sand right there.
All right, my next one is Black Cotton.
I've heard you talk about this one.
Yes, so I finally 3 came out. I was a week. My LCS was a week late giving it to me. I think he just couldn't find it, but I got to tell you, the premise behind this, if anybody doesn't know what this is, basically there's a rich so basically it's what the world would be like if the white people were the minorities. And it's about a rich family called the Cottons, who have a son who doesn't want anything to do with the money, so he becomes a cop, and he accidentally shoots an unarmed white woman. Okay, so it's basically ripped out of our headlines, other than reverse. And this book number 3, dude, they had at it. Like, you found out how racist the father Cotton was. He calls the white people binos. I was like, when he first said that, I was like, oh shit. they went there. I was wondering how far they would go to because you could tell from the first 2 that the parents were rich and uppity and they were racist, but you didn't know where they were going to take it. This issue 3, they took it there. They took it to a place I wasn't sure they were gonna. I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed this. You have the whole stereotypical one that became a cop, one that's fighting on the side of the white people and protesting, and then you have the rich parents who say they're just trying to protect their family. This is an awesome read. This is my pick of the month. This especially issue 3, 1 and 2. 2, I was a little disappointed in because there was like 2 pages that were nothing but pictures, and it's not like this book. You're not reading this book for the art. This is not like some great artist. It's not the best. It doesn't suck, but so the fact that they had like a couple pictures where they showed the mom making a drink, I was like, what the hell? The story's dead already. Well, they saved it up for this one. So this one really kicked this story in the ass. If you have not read it, I would pick it up and read it. All 3 of them are available. Scout Comics, yeah, they're not easy to get. At least number 1 was tough for me to get. I ended up getting like a whole bunch of different variants, but you can buy them on eBay. Scout probably has them on their website 2 and 3. I don't know if they have any more 1, maybe 2nd or 3rd printings or whatever. My only disappointment with the book is because it's Scout. I'm guessing it's a budget. They don't come out every month. There was like 3 months between the first 2. The 3rd one came out a little faster, but it was still a 2-month wait. I would, if they were able to continue the story the way it is, I would love to see it every other week.
Nice.
Yeah, looks like a good one.
Jay Salsa, they are not that mean. There are no busted up Hot Wheels. only the brother does that.
Nobody deserved it yet in that book.
Yeah, not yet.
Nobody deserved it. That's awesome.
I was 4, Dave. I was 4. You were 9.
Anybody who knows a 4-year-old knows they deserve it.
It was a mini big wheel. Actually, yeah, there was a difference. It was a mini big wheel.
Yeah.
He didn't like his big wheel, so he got on my mini big wheel and smashed it. All right, for my 3rd book.
Oh, sorry, Raj.
That's all right. Black Friday.
Well, that's twisted looking.
So I had never read horror comics, and I was on one of the. It was an auction. It was a claim auction. A Thoro. Thoro had like 5 or 6 different covers to this, and it wasn't that expensive. I said, "What the hell? I'll give it a shot. It'll be cool to have all the covers." So I read the first one, and it actually intrigued me. Like the concept is, it's Black Friday. You're at a Star Mart, which is like just a giant Walmart. Excuse me. Black Friday ends, the store closes, and all of a sudden these demons start smashing through the floor and start trying to get at the people who work there. Okay? And when they get at them, they basically start eating them. The zombies pretty much look like what's on that cover right there. Pretty dark. The art's kind of abstract, but
has a Tim Burton kind of look to it.
Yeah,
it's twisted.
So issue 2 continued that, where the first one, the monsters were just starting to get out. Issue 2, they actually started eating some of the people that worked there. The store manager was just like, leave me alone, and like they didn't touch him. Nobody can tell why. And so the main character, who's you're basically narrating the story, he's got this girl that obviously they liked each other but never told each other until monsters started eating them. They're trying to get away, and they're like in the hunting thing, and they're getting guns, and it's like everything takes place in this Star Mart. And they kind of leave it as some of the people who didn't think it was real got eaten, and then the manager disappeared. This is the third one. I'm pretty sure it's the last one because it says the end on it.
That's easy to give away.
I may wipe my ass with this thing.
Oh, geez.
I may just possibly wipe my butt with it just to say that I wiped my butt with it. This is the stupidest thing. I mean, you're like, okay, where are they going? This is the dumbest thing I've ever read in my life. Do not, if you have this, throw it away. Okay, see if your LC has to take it back. If you see it on the shelf, do not buy it. It's the dumbest thing I ever saw. These monsters attack everybody. He's like hugging his girlfriend. She's like, did I ever tell you that I love you? Oh, my ankle hurts. And the monster's like bitten off a piece of her ankle. Then he bites off a piece of her ear while he's still holding her. Then he runs away, and the manager's in his office, and he realizes that the ring the manager is wearing is stopping these things from attacking him. So he bites the manager's finger off to get the ring and puts it on just as the zombies are about to eat it.
Doug, here's my future state review.
And then, so then they eat the managers, and then they see the ring, they leave him alone, and they all go back into their hole.
Oh, boy.
That's how it ends.
No, even worse.
Well, wait.
This guy decides, hey, my manager doesn't need his car. I'm just going to take his Mercedes, and he drives to corporate headquarters and overhears them saying that this is something they did on purpose. Just to see what would happen. That's why they didn't attack him, because he had a corporate ring on. So he had brought a gun when we shoots them all. That's how it ends. He's sitting in their big office after it's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever read in my life. I wasted. I'm glad it's over. I can't believe that they would. I mean, maybe the third one wasn't written when they decided to start publishing. Because like I said, the first two, not knowing the third was the end, you think, okay, where's this going? Is it going to go out into the city? Is it going to? That's what you think. It's going to go outside the story, like become a semi-zombie movie. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Thank God it said the end, and I am probably going to wipe my ass with it. That's all I got to say about that.
Spoiler alert.
Yes. Yeah, I should have said that ahead of time. I'm sorry, but I'm going to spoil it because I don't want you to buy it. Don't waste your money. Do not waste your money, please.
Insane. That's wild.
Yeah, because it sounds ridiculous because it is ridiculous.
Because it is.
If they had, like I said, I'm thinking they're gonna go somewhere with this. They're gonna be outside. There's gonna be more zombies. He's gonna have to save a city or something. I don't know. All they wanted was the employees.
It was all self-contained.
Oh boy!
There's a magic ring, corporate ring, saved them.
Kiss the ring. There you go. That's insane. Fun
There's probably a lot
fact.
of metaphors in that book that you completely missed, Roger.
Well, it could be. I'll tell you what. I'll give you. You want it before or after I wipe my ass with it? You tell me.
Fun. Oh my god.
All right,
that's
Dave.
crazy.
Do you have?
I got one. I got an oldie. Well, not really an oldie. 2017. It's actually an indie book. It's honestly one of my favorite storylines, or actually, I should say one of my favorite stories. So it's out of Valiant, and it's called Divinity. And this book, it's a mini series. They've actually done 3 mini series, and then they created a universe off of it. So it's a Abraham Adams. That's Abraham Abrams. That's who this guy is. And he is a 30-year-old Russian cosmonaut. So he was adopted. They put him into the space program. They send him out into space to do the longest space mission, ever attempted. So it was literally a 30-year journey. And he gets out there, and they go into something called the unknown. And he takes off his helmet. Well, he couldn't breathe because he had his helmet on, and he takes his helmet off, and something like takes him over, and it makes him a god. So like he could do anything, time, shape-shifting, the whole deal. And it's a crazy story. It's actually written by Matt Kint and Trevor Hairstein. So if you're a Valiant guy, I was a Valiant guy for a pretty good chunk of time. I have all of these books. So this is actually number 1. Number 3, this is actually the 1-in-10 ratio variant. I love this cover. I actually have it graded. Cool. The art on it is beautiful. All the covers are like hard, they're like that hard cover stock, but they created a whole universe out of it. So it was actually called the Divinity Stalinverse, and they kind of had all these offshoots. Like Shadow Man was a part of it. They brought the Harbinger Wars into it, so it was a great read. I really wish they would like go back to it because they spun it off. So there was Divinity 1, 2, and 3. And then they started a storyline called Eternity that was kind of in the same vein. But I just wish they would go back to Abraham because the story was so goddamn good. And it's only $4. So you could literally read all 3 miniseries, and it's literally 12 issues. So nice. And you could probably find them, in the back issue bins by now. It's a story from 2017, and I think it went yearly, so 2017, 18, 19. So I loved it. I kind of like that out there space stuff. So I hope you guys like it too. So I would recommend picking it up.
They have a trade, Dave? Do you know?
Yeah, trade. There's a hardcover. There's the whole kit and caboodle. You can time drop a line for some premiums for your next subscriber giveaway. There you go.
I know. Drop a line to Nick.
There you go. Boom. I like it.
Appreciate that. Marshall Lewis in the house. Is that the real? Dave, the brother? Got a story you've read in the past that you recommend to people?
Yeah, I don't, again, you kind of dropped this on me quick, so I didn't really go back to anything, like some independent stuff that you guys are doing.
No,
I just have some recent stuff that I'm reading. Like I recently got into Nightwing. I don't know if you guys are reading Nightwing series.
No.
I think maybe a year ago, Dick Grayson was shot. He lost his memory. And then the Court of Owls, if you're familiar with the Court of Owls storyline with the Talon, they basically swapped out Dick Grayson. The Court of Owls took Dick Grayson and brainwashed him to think that when his parents died, the Court of Owls are the ones that took care of him and that Batman was the villain. So basically they turned Dick Grayson into Talon. And then it goes into how, he basically doesn't know who he is. He's in another city. And again, this is probably trying to think what issue number. Right now they're at issue 79.
Oh, damn.
This is the current issue, which again,
I did see that cover. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it shows
was that the one? Was it the one before that? There was a new character that came out.
Yeah,
I just bought an issue because someone in the chat, someone smarter than me, said, "Pick this book up. There's a new character in it."
Nice.
Nightwing.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with it is what's kind of neat. That was like a a year ago or so. So, obviously things changed, and he had a lot of the what I like about it is he's got Tim Drake with him now, helping him, and Tim Drake is Robin again, which I'm not sure exactly how that happened. My daughter reads, Emily, she reads The Young Justice, and she said in the Young Justice series, I think it's like a 20-issue series that just ended a few months ago. Tim Drake was Red Robin for quite some time, and then he became Drake. He dropped the Red Robin. Now he's back to being Robin. So I got to get more. I got to find out. I'm probably gonna have to read the Young Justice series to find out exactly what happened to Tim Drake. Because now Tim Drake is in the Nightwing, and Batgirl is with Nightwing helping him out and stuff.
Aren't we getting like, and maybe again, I've been out of the DC game for a little bit. Aren't we getting a new Signal book? Isn't Signal like coming back? I feel like I read a preview on that.
Oh, really? Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know. Chad, help me out.
The thing is, I know Robin is. I mean, Damian Wayne is Robin. So again, my daughter's reading. I forget what it's called, but it's got Superboy and Damian Wayne are like teamed up.
Super Sons.
That's it. And she's enjoying that, so I'll maybe get into that a little bit. But the Nightwing stuff, the Detective Comics, I don't know. Those are all the books that I've been reading. And it's weird because I'm a big Marvel Spider-Man fan. Spider-Man has just been, I don't know where they're going with that.
Rumor has it that
Boomerang has just been awful.
He's being so the new Spider-Man stories is going to be Ben Reilly instead of Peter Parker.
Yeah.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here, folks. First, YouTube. I swear to God, if Peter Parker goes away, I'm done collecting Amazing Spider-Man. I'm done, dude. I'm done.
Yeah, I didn't get the Keep It Thoro did a thing on it yesterday because the news kind of came out yesterday early. I didn't have a chance to watch it or read up on it, but basically they showed like a picture, and it showed that Ben Reilly was coming back and that he was basically going to be the Spider-Man in the upcoming series for I don't know how long of a period. I don't know if it's just a little while or until unforeseen, like this is what we're going to do for now until we decide not to.
Yeah, the whole Spider-Man, he's got that stupid Spider-Man suit now that's basically social media. I think that's what the reason for that suit is so people, if you want to follow Spider-Man, you can like see what he's doing and you can tweet and instant message him, and there's people in the chat telling him to, shoot his web at somebody or something. I don't know.
Doug, thanks for joining me, man. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, the stories were so bad about a year ago. I stopped collecting Spider-Man.
Well, that's the thing. It picked back up. It was good for a hot minute when Kindred was in it, and like they had some crazy shit going on, and then they kind of backed off it a little bit, and now we're back to shitty writing, and I'm just like, come on, like that's why I'm so far behind, because I know the story is so shitty that I just don't want to waste the 5 minutes it's going to take me to get through the comic book and just go, oh great, that was a wonderful read. Now stash it away. And it's not like, I mean, you guys know me. It's not like I'm buying just the cover A. Like I'm not buying just the cover A. I'm buying everything for every number, or at least I'm trying to. And it's just like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why? So it's been a little bit frustrating to say the least.
For Ben Reilly.
Fuck that. I'm doing that shit. Fuck you, Ben.
I know there were some rumors back a few months ago that Cates was going to go over and write for Spider-Man.
Please.
Obviously, that turned into him going to the Hulk instead. So I don't know if it's not going to happen.
But he can write more than one series. He was writing.
Yeah, but if you think about all the stuff he's gotten, he's got a lot of stuff on his plate right now with the new shit.
If he's going to go over to Spidey, that's it. Like if that's the one book he's got to do at Marvel, he can do all the other indie shit that he's going to do. But like I want full Donny Cates on Spidey. Like that's what I want.
You would think Marvel would say, hey, people are saying that our Spider-Man story sucks. Let's do something to rejuvenate this.
If they wait till maybe later in the year and kind of leading up to the new Spider-Man movie, maybe they'll try to gain some interest and hype up the Spider-Man movie.
Ian says Kelly Thompson said she'll be writing Spider-Man on their show last night.
Anything beats Nick Spencer, that's for sure. Sorry, Nick, if you watch. My bad.
All right, so we've been going for a bit here. I guess we talk about what we got coming up. We'll give one more shout out to the Valley Minicon over there, our friends Lou and Amy in Alaska, Aegis Comics Alaska. Everett's on a plane on his way there now. I think he said
had to have passed out by now, right? I mean,
he had to. I mean, it seems like it's a long flight because he said he was on a plane. Told me earlier he was landing 8:00 Alaska time.
oof.
That's like 1:00 in the morning here, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think 5 hours behind us or something. So
Something like that. That's crazy.
yeah, that's a long flight. So hey, if you're in the neighborhood, of Alaska, this Monday, live with the Cranky Canadian, I have Lenny Cerna from Spinworks. Spinworks is a cleaning, pressing, and submitting company. Also, good friends of ours. Lenny and Michael Raphael have, over the last several months, become part of our group. They come to our crawls and stuff, and we've been running into them. So they've been a lot of fun to deal with and work with. So it's going to be fun. Lenny is less of a YouTuber, so we're going to be talking a lot about pressing, cleaning, submitting, what his experiences are with CGC. Lenny, for those of you who don't know, Lenny lives in Florida around the corner from CGC. So when he submits, he hand delivers them, which is convenient. And they've done, if you want to go back on this show and see this 20 book CGC unboxing that me and the brother did, they did right by my books, at least the modern ones.
Yeah, and they're not, and I'm not blaming them for my books. That was all on me.
They've certainly done. Spine Ticks has certainly done right by me. And if you need to go find a video to see what they're all about,
oh yeah, the
6.0, the infamous 6.0 Amazing Spider-Man #4 1 in 10 Ramos variant, a 6.0, guys, a 6.0 to a 9.8. Just count the grade bumps in there, like holy crap. So they're legit. They know what they're doing, and you have 3 guys on here that have reaped the rewards from it. So
for sure.
Yeah, Lenny's great to talk to. I mean, he's so knowledgeable. I talked to him at the New Hampshire show, and holy cow, when he tells you what, describes what he needs to do to certain books, and this book needs this special attention, the codes, the stamps, the tattoos in some of those books. You just have a lot of confidence that these guys know what they're doing.
Hey, there he is.
Guy, you missed pretty much the whole show, buddy. Sorry. Same with you, J2. Pretty much we're saying goodbye. So, I mean, look at Uncle Frank, too.
Uncle Frank.
Batman Vision 12 from an 8.5 to a 9.8. And listen, we're not saying that other pressers couldn't have done that. What I'm saying is there's some pressers that can't.
Yep.
So you might have a presser that you love, friend of the channel, Erod 212, man. He'll do just as good of a job.
Oh yeah,
these guys, we're not, there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? The old saying. And like you said, I agree with Dave. You talked to Lenny, just a wealth of knowledge about everything, comics, and collector from when he was a kid and reads and just absolutely loves it. So he'll be on Monday. I'm sure we're going to see some live stuff or some recorded stuff from the Comic-Con from Everett. Next week, I'll do a video about. I'll do another video of Read It or Leave It, since we won't be live. I don't know, Dave. You got anything coming up?
Nope.
He's on vacation. Dave's on vacation. David and Kate.
Yeah, I'm on vacation Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm going to Tampa just to hang.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna be good. But no, and then in 2 weeks I'm in the Bahamas. Let's go. I'm ready.
This guy.
Let's go.
You gonna do a show from the Bahamas?
Listen, you guys do a show. I'll chime in. I'm gonna have a nice pink drink in my hand though.
Guy, what are you talking about? You talking about this cat here?
Cannon. It's the best. It's just one word. It's just like bang. I love it.
Thanks a lot, Custodian Ken. All right, guys. So I guess that's it. Dave, you got something? You got something coming up? What do you got coming up?
Well, I'm going to be going to the Northeast Comic-Con up in Boxborough, Mass. It's on the 4th of July weekend. I'm actually going to spend a day in Boston and then go up to the show. Again, it's in Boxborough, and I don't know what kind of show. I don't know anything about it. but I'm hoping it'll be good. I don't know if anybody in the chat. I don't know if some of our Massachusetts watchers are going to be there. They do. They see me. Come say hi.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if Benny's going or Maze the Murphinator, but that's a tough one being a holiday weekend like that. But sure.
Yeah, well, we want to do something on the 4th, and I'm like, hey, we like going up to Boston, so I'm like, all right, let's like I don't know, half hour up.
Chimo, you're gonna be near Chimo.
I tell you what, Chimo, Boston on the 4th is a fun time. It's a real fun time.
Yeah.
Phil, are you talking about? Phil says I never saw that before. Are you talking about the Batman and Catwoman? Because you missed a whole conversation about that. we could talk backstage after if you want. A man from B-Town is not going to make that. He's saving for Terrificon. Yeah, I booked my room for Terrificon. I got money loaded, a room to go, staying Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. I'm going all in this year.
I like it.
Dave, you going to Terrificon?
Which one? Me?
David and Cave, you're going to be there, right?
Yes, at least one night for sure.
The brother?
Yeah, no, we'll be there. I'm usually there one day. I don't know. I never stayed. I usually go with the wife and daughter. We make a full day of it. So
I can make a full 2 days of it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll come. Maybe either I'll come back or maybe I'll crash in your room or something.
With me and the wife. Roger. She can sit in between. We ain't that close. Sorry.
There you go.
All right, guys. So appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody watching this on the rewind. This has been a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you have any reading materials you think that I'd enjoy, or you want to set me up and I'm going to hate them, send me a DM on Instagram. I have a bunch of books for sale on Instagram. If they don't sell or get offers, I'm going to try and put them on eBay. And that's it. So on behalf of 3 Minute Basement, Everado, who's on a plane, Dave in the Cave, the brother, the variant Dave, I am Roger Levesque, and we are 3 Minute Basement. We are out. Good night, Canada.
Goodbye.